Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Senator Tuberville and promotions in the military being delayed and readiness and what this little misadventure can tell us about things that are likely to come up in 2024 and the Republican Party as a whole. Okay, so if you have no idea what's going on, Senator Tuberville is holding up the confirmation of promotions, holding up promotions for high-ranking people in the military. Higher-end promotions require the Senate, all right? And he is holding up 184 of them, I think, at the moment. And he has indicated that he will continue to hold them up until the Department of Defense does what the American people don't want them to do, and they do what he says. So, what he wants is for the military to not give leave for family planning. Right now, if you are sent to a red state and you have to leave that state to go obtain family planning, DOD is going to help you out. He wants that to stop. And he is holding up these promotions of people that have absolutely nothing to do with that policy to try to get it. The thing is, even Republicans are uncomfortable with it. Susan Collins said that, normally if you're going to hold up confirmations, it's for political appointees, not for apolitical professionals. Susan Collins is absolutely right. Not a sentence I ever thought I'd say, to be honest. There are rumors that McConnell his patience is wearing thin, and that he may step in soon. DOD shows zero willingness to change its policy. That seems really unlikely, because if they do, they're going to lose recruits. If they change this policy, they are going to lose recruits. People will not join the military because of it. All of this would impact readiness, which, as we have talked about before on the channel, is a huge thing in the military. The thing is, the 184 promotions that he is holding up, it doesn't just stop them from getting a star on their shoulder. It doesn't just stop their pay raise. In some cases, it stops them from going to their next posting, which is already impacting readiness in a huge way. My understanding is that one of the people affected by this is the soon-to-be or incoming commander of Cyber Command, an entire command. That's troublesome. And it's also Senator Tuberville can rule instead of represent. Let's be clear on the numbers here. When it comes to abortion, 64% of Americans believe it should be legal in all or most cases. Only 34% believe it should be illegal in all or most cases. It's not even close. We were making fun of MAGA being 20 points underwater. This is 30. It isn't even close. This isn't a desire to represent. It's not a desire to enact the will of the American people. It is a desire to rule them. And here's the important part. This is the entire Republican Party. There's no real pressure on him to stop. I mean, when the pressure that is coming from Susan Collins, I mean, you know how effective that is. I'm sure he'll learn his lesson. Even if Republicans don't publicly endorse it, or maybe even privately disagree with it, they're not stopping it. This is the entire Republican Party. The Republican Party is the dog who caught the car. They got Roe overturned and now they have no idea what to do. When it comes to 2024, this issue's going to weigh pretty heavily. And the Republican Party has no way to stake out a position that is tenable. Because you can't appeal to the extremist base that they have created by a half measure. And any kind of measure is going to upset 64%. I have no idea what they're going to do. They may just attempt to continue to double down and hope that a Supreme Court that's legitimacy is coming more and more into question is just going to continue to back them. I would expect this to be one of the top 3 issues in the 2024 election. The Republican Party will do everything they can to try to downplay it, but they can't. They can't just ignore it. They have to say something because they have to appease the extremist base that they have developed over the years. In the meantime, at a time when the Republican Party is talking about how weak the U.S. military is, the Republican Party is intentionally weakening it further, I guess, from their perspective. They're damaging readiness on purpose because they don't want people to get leave. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.